In this video, we want to look at the tangent. If we have y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals slope, that is the definition of a tangent. The difference between it and a tangent and the normal is that normal is y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals minus 1 over slope. For example, this question says find the equation of tangent of a curve 6x squared plus y squared equals 100 at p 3, 5, 3,5. Beg your pardon. So for us to solve that, the first thing we need to do is to first of all differentiate this. Differentiation means multiply the power with the coefficient, write down x, then minus 1 from the power, which is, if we differentiate this, we're going to have 12x dx plus, if we differentiate this, we'll have 2y dy. Whenever we differentiate a constant, we're going to have 0 because it doesn't have x, it doesn't have y, and we're differentiating either with respect to y or with respect to x, so that is 0. And because of that, we can now have 2y dy is equal to minus 12x plus, if x crosses over, becomes minus 12x dx. If we separate this, because this thing means dy times 2y equals minus, or let's say dx times minus 12x. So that if we divide all through by the x, what we're going to have here is dy dx, dy 2y over dx is equal to dx over dx minus 12x. So this can cancel out this, and we'll have dy into 2y equals minus 12x. So if we make dy dx subject of the formula, what we're going to have is dy dx equals minus 12x over 2y. And remember from the question, they said this is x1, this is x2, this is x and y. So what we can have is that dy dx is equal to minus 12. X, now we remove it and put it as 3 over 2. We remove y and replace it with 5. So 12 times 3 will give us 36. So minus 36 over 2 times 5 gives us 10. And this is the same thing as if we divide through by 2, we can have minus 18 over 5. So the tangent is y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals slope, which is dy dx, or change in y over change in x, minus 18 over 5. Once we have gotten here, we can replace and say y minus, instead of writing y1, we can say 5 over x. Instead of writing x1, we can say 3 is equal to minus 18 over 5. So we can cross multiply. You will have 5 times y minus 5 equals minus 18 times x minus 3. So 5 times y is 5y minus 25 is equal to minus 18x plus 34, so 54, total 54. So if we make this subject of the formula, or we can bring it this side and say 5y minus 25 plus, because it comes over, plus 18x, this one coming over becomes minus 54 is equal to 0. So we can rearrange and say 5, instead of 5, we'll start with x, and we can say 18x. The next one will bring 5y plus 5y. The next one is, then we can bring in minus 25 and then minus 54 equals 0. If we don't want to end there, we can resolve on this side and say 18x plus 5y. If we add these two, we're going to get 79 minus 79 equals 0. So if like this or like this.